everyone. I'm just doing a little check-in here. Been busy with a bunch of different things, and I realized that I really hadn't put up a video since I did that kind of live video on, when was that? Sunday? I think it was Sunday. I'm gonna put my other glasses on, my computer glasses. Yes. So I found that using the live video option is real kind of handy, and I don't have to do anything with, with iMovie or anything like that. But then I just thought this morning, hair is growing out, not sure, that I'd do a check-in since I hadn't done anything for most of the week. Just been busy with stuff. I did get another one of these series done, but I used my face this time. I haven't often brought my literal self into this series, but it is about my ancestry, my history, and so I'm there. But this one was more about solace in the garden. I do find, I was talking to Sensei. I hadn't been on the mat for a little while, so on Tuesday we had a good practice, and I was kind of in a funk. I'm still, still processing stuff. It takes a while. So I was in a funk, and I was tired, and I hadn't slept well the night before because I still don't have good sleep habits and have insomnia issues. But anyway, but I got myself to practice, and it was just Sensei and another student and myself. So it was really very, very focused. Got a lot of good guidance there. And I found that at the end, and this has historically been true probably 95% of the time for me with Aikido, is that it doesn't matter what I'm thinking about or worried about or emotionally unsettled about when I get on the mat. By the time we progress through the whole practice, my mental state is completely changed, and I feel it's because I am focused so intensely on the moment. And I do find that's true in the garden as well, and while I'm actively engaged with art making. So all those practices are very useful for me to bring myself into the moment and not be grieving about the past or worried about the future. So anyway, so that was a good thing. What else is going on? I've just got a bunch of different little things coming up. I'm going to be a darkroom monitor at the Visual Arts Center starting Wednesday. So I'm going to do Wednesdays and Sundays. I'll be there for a few hours. And I have to get going on some submissions for the gallery up in Philadelphia, their yearly ritual book art show that it's not a juried show. You just send your work in, and there's a hanging fee. And I sold something there, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, might have been the year before. And so this year I'm contemplating ways that I can do it, and I can use the wax dipped prints and then fold them up into a book. But anyway, so I've got to think about that, because that's gonna come up soon. Everything's gonna come up soon. I think we're gonna do a little Halloween party for the dojo here about mid-October. My daughter and son-in-law are coming for Thanksgiving, and I already got my ticket to go to California for my mom's 100th birthday in December. And there's just stuff that kind of keeps moving along, and I really need to sort of sit down and write things out so I don't get, this kind of free-floating anxiety that I get when I kind of know something's going on and don't remember what it is. Excuse me, I have an itchy nose. Gosh, what else is there to say? Not a whole lot. I had a really good session with my counselor this week. Still trying to walk that line of balance. Garden is transitioning, as I showed on my last video. Really not a whole lot else. Just trying to kind of get settled into the fall, because it's starting. The weather we had a really nice stretch of like weather in the 70s during the day and 50s at night, and it's kind of funny because which is slightly lower, it's 5 to 10 degrees below what is normal, or it was normal for the time of year. Now we're back up to more like the normal, which is around 80, low 80s. And on the weather forecast, they were saying, so if you're folks that didn't like that cool weather, and I'm thinking, cool, it was only in the 70s. It was hardly cool. And I'm someone from California. But I can see there's definite signs. The dogwoods are definitely changing color. If you follow my Instagram, I did a bunch of different little pictures and a couple little videos from pony pasture yesterday, and you can see the leaves are falling. We came across a copperhead on the path at pony pasture. That was exciting. I had gone into the park. A lot of times I just kind of skirt the edge of the park and walk along the river on Riverside Drive and then back up into the neighborhood. But this time I thought, I haven't been in the park for a while, and I want to see what kind of signs of fall are there. And so I took one path that loops all the way around, and then it veers off into another section of the park that's called the wetlands. So I wanted to see the wetlands. So I went over the bridge and went in the wetlands, and then I came back. And I was going to do the rest of the loop, and we got back on the path, and it took a second or two for it to register what I was seeing, and then it's like, oh, there's about an 18-inch long copperhead right in the middle of the path, and it's perfectly still, but it didn't look dead. So it was kind of waiting to see our next move, and our next move was to turn around and take the path back out that we had come in on. That was the first time I'd actually seen a copperhead, a live copperhead down at the park. So it really kind of, brings an awareness to the reality of nature. So that was good. And there's a little fox that's been around the neighborhood and down at Pony Pasture too. Somebody thinks it's from a litter, and it might be like the runt or something. It was very tiny when I first saw it down at the park, and Avery didn't see it at first, and then it kind of took off, and then she caught the scent, and then she was, where is that? Where is it? I know I smell something. But then I don't know where it went to. Yeah, so that's it. I'm sorry if that's a little bit boring, but I thought I'd check in. I'm continuing on the Baba Yaga's Garden series and kind of going off in a little bit of a different direction. Not really a different direction, but it's just a variation on the theme. and that will continue to evolve. I hope you're all doing well and you have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, be well. Bye.